Hi everybody, I am back with another review of a handbag, and I realize it's hard to figure out what I'm presenting because every single beginning of the video is me being like, because I'm trying to hit that record button. I really need to learn how to start editing videos, but whatever. Until then, this is the bag that I'm reviewing. It is the Fendi mini baguette, and this one's in the white calf skin. I've had this for about 4 months now, 3, 4 months, and I use it off and on, and I love it to death. I really do, because of the size, the features of it. So I'll get into those details. I'll also do a what fits into it. I realize I've been really missing out on the what fits aspect, which for me is really important, because specifically again with little bags, it's like, well, it's great, but then is it gonna fit my phone? If I want a handbag, I don't want to have to be carrying like a bunch of stuff in my hand, because I'm actually kind of forgetful too. If I set my phone down like on the table and I get up to leave, there's a high possibility that I'll just forget it there. So this one, again, it's the mini size. Dimensions I have pulled up. So it's 11.5 centimeters across. It's 4 centimeters in depth, and then, oh, I'm so sorry, the height. The height is 11.5 centimeters. The width across is 19 centimeters, and then the width is the 4 centimeters. And it's flap closure. There's a magnetic snap below it. So when you open it, this part is magnetic. It goes into this pretty easily. For the most part, the magnet is strong enough to where I don't have to line it up. It kind of almost finds itself. There's nothing on the back. It's just flat. There is a top handle, a little top handle, and then there is this crossbody strap that I have tucked on the inside. So there is this, and it's not like the bigger size where it's leather and thicker. This is a thin one. There's a small piece of leather at the top to make it a little bit more comfortable, and then the rest is this gold chain. The chain isn't too bad. It's not super heavy. I think it's appropriate for the size of the bag. And then I did want to mention that both of these are removable. So if you want to just use it as a clutch, you don't want a crossbody strap, you don't want a top handle, you can unclasp both of them, and then you just have the bag itself. The heaviest part of the bag is actually this closure. This thing is pretty substantial. I think the nice thing about that is it helps keep the bag down, and then when you go to close it, the extra weight kind of helps it get to where it needs to go. And if you heard that, it's a pretty strong snap. You don't really need to give it a lot for it to close. And then as far as it staying closed, it does. It takes a little bit of pulling, but not to the extent where you're worried that you would rip this piece out of the bag, or off the bag, I should say. The inside is one compartment with a couple of credit card slots in the back. So here's what it looks like at this angle. There's 1, 2, 3 slots, and then on this side there is, oh, I got my lip. There is nothing. So, oh, is there money in there? Oh my God, there's $1 in here. Hell yeah. I love when I find money. It could be nothing and I'm excited. I have $1 in here. Fantastic. So that's what it looks like. You take that $1 out. I guess starting from there, you can fit dollars comfortably in this slot. I, for the most part, because I switch bags, I don't take my cards and put them in the slots, just because I'm worried that when I go switch a bag, I'll leave like a credit card or debit card in their ID, and I'll get to wherever I'm going and then be like, oh crap. So I don't really use those, but if you are a person that uses it, these are pretty user friendly. I think at one point I put like a parking ticket in there just so it's easy to access. So the back is really simple. It's super smushy, which I love, but then somehow still keeps its structure. I think it's a hard balance to be structured, but then at the same time kind of smushy. It's usually like a super smushy bag to where you set it down, it's just like blah, or it feels like a little bit more rigid. They have found the perfect balance between the two, and I think that's one thing I really, really appreciate about it. So moving on to what fits. So I don't carry a lot. I'm going to take stuff out of my Dior bag. So I started using this guy the past couple days, I think specifically on Valentine's Day because it matches my outfit, because I'm sad like that. So what I had in here was a Yeah, I know. You're like, what? So I did. I had a Kindle in there because I've been reading a lot more. And also, there's this book that I wanted that was like $100, but you can get the Kindle version for like 10. And I was like, that's a no-brainer. I'm not set on it being in paper format. So I have my Kindle. I have a couple of scratch-off tickets that we won money on. So excited. Receipt jammed in there. The wallet that I'm never gonna give up. And then I have hand cream, lip product, chapstick, another lip product, and then a mask that's caught on something. Easy, girl. And then it's another receipt, but whatever. Let me get that receipt out. And then nothing there. And then I have a couple dollars in the back because my cousin had a bunch of ones, and then we're somewhere and my sister made the joke. She goes, "Damn, girl, what are you stripping lately?" And she got so embarrassed she refuses to use $1 bills now. It's I love my cousins. Okay, so what fits into here? My phone fits in here with no issue, but because I'm recording on my phone. Let's see, what can I use in place of my phone? Maybe the case? Maybe I'll use a case. Hold on. I used to have like 1,000 cases. Where are all my phone cases? Yes, you sure did see me just leave the camera to go rummage for a phone case. So this is my current size phone. It's a 12 Pro. And so I'm going to use this as a placeholder, but I'll be careful because I don't want this little dip to be like false information. So if you were to use this phone case, it goes in there with no problem. Oh, I'm catching the edge, but you can fit it in there like that. And it just goes. It sits in there very comfortably. And then I usually carry my wallet. And then I line up the lip products on the corner. And then my hand lotion. So what I have in there is my wallet, my phone, and some lip products on the side. So I have 1, 2, 3 lip products, and then my hand lotion. And then I just close it. And it closes so easily. And it's a little bit, I know this part sticks out, that drives some people absolutely nuts. I don't care. As long as it shuts, I'm happy. So that's what I normally keep in here. If I were to shove my my scratch off tickets, I don't think it would go. Yeah, I'll fold it. In case any of you wonder if scratch offs can fit in your bag, yeah, it's a little rough. You could. You just fold it in the back and then you can still close it. So that works. Still closes with no problem. If you want to put a card holder with your wallet, so this isn't mine, this is actually my boyfriend's. But if you want to put a card holder, it's a Louis Vuitton one. I think everyone recognizes it. You can fit that in there and it still closes, but you gotta get a little bit of a pull. That still fits, it fans out more. If you want to take that out, see if a Kindle can fit in there. So I'm going to take my phone and little scratch offs. I'm going to take my wallet out and see if I can fit a Kindle in there. So it fits in there width-wise, but from a height, yeah, you can't. Even if I... holy sh... I guess it does. If you pull it hard enough, it'll close. Holy crap, look at that. You can fit a Kindle in here. I'm so amazed. I'm so sorry. Give me a second. You do have to give it a good pull and like bring it to where it needs to go. It's not as smooth, but you can fit a Kindle. It just sticks up a little bit. And then you have space for, out of focus. You have space for a card holder, some lip product and hand lotion, and then also your Kindle fits. So I take that back. Oh, I also have a chapstick in here. It would not have worked if you wanted your Kindle and then like a thicker wallet. We're gonna try it for fun anyways. Yeah, no. That's the extent of my willingness to pull apart my small leather good. But yeah, if you were to go a little bit thinner and you wanted to, or thinner with your wallet, if you wanted to fit a Kindle and then a card holder and then some lip product, it would work. If you want to do a Kindle and a card holder in your phone, oh, come on, little guy. That also works. Oh my god. I'm telling you, everyone needs to go out and get one of these. They're so wonderful. And then I'm going to squeeze some of my lip products in the corner just to see if it'll go. Hand lotion? Yeah, I can't go without hand lotion. Yeah, it can, but it's a little bit of a struggle. I say can, but I can't hear the snap. Until I hear the snap of, there it is. Now you know it can. So, out of all the little bags I've ever purchased, this one is the absolute most user-friendly. And I like the color too. I actually love white bags, but I feel like there's always a constant fear that it's gonna get something like rubbed on it or dirty or whatever. So I usually steer clear of them. But when it's something smaller like this, I think it's doable. The other thing is white bags are more statement than like a black one. So then, or like a darker color. So then if it's like a giant white bag, I'm a little bit more like uncomfortable. And specifically with this one, there's something about the pattern that makes it unique, but in the larger size, I feel like it's too much going on, if that makes sense. That's my personal preferences. I have like this embossing, I have this giant gold hardware, and then if it's like a larger bag with a thicker strap, I'm like, it's a little bit too much. But this size, given what can fit in there and the number of details and the size all mixed together, I think was a perfect fit for me. I love this bag so much that I would buy in other colors, but I really try not to do that. I try not to be the one that has like the same style bag in like 8 different colors, because I think that's a bit much. But for any one of you that are interested in buying this bag, do it. You won't regret it. You can fit so much stuff in here, so much more than any other small bag. I'm actually gonna do one on this Gucci Marmon bag that I bought that's visually a similar size, but the amount that I can fit pales in comparison to this. To be honest with you, I'm kind of ticked off I bought that bag and kept it, because it really doesn't work as well as this one. So that's my video. Hopefully it helps. Not to encourage bad spending or anything, but if you're interested in this size of the Fendi, you won't regret it. At least I don't. I think it's awesome. So thanks everybody. Have a great rest of your day.